Hello friends, I'm Dr. M. Fatima. Today I'm taking 6G technology communication and overview. The content of this talk is wireless communication, 1G to 6G comparison, features in 4G, 5G and 6G communication, applications of 6G communication and what new items are required in 6G communication and how 6G communication can be implemented. The wireless communication is actually the transfer of the data between two or more points, that is, between sender and receiver, which are not connected physically. The distance may be short or far away for this data transmission, like the television remote control. It can control the different channels from distance without any physical connection. Similarly, the data and different thing like information can be transmitted between sender and receiver with the help of wireless communication, that is without any physical connection. The different devices can be connected with the help of wireless communication like laptop, mobile, camera, computer, AC, television, and different items can be connected. And in future, more items will be connected with the help of wireless communication. That is without any physical connection. Our comparison between 1G, a comparison among 1G to 5G is given here. The technologies are 1G, 2G and 2.5G, 3G, 4G and 5G. These are the technologies. The deployment was considered around 1970, but it was deployed around 1984 in 1G. In 2G and 2.5G, it was considered that it will be deployed in 1980, but it deployed around 1999. The 3G was considered deployed in 1990, but it was deployed after 2002. And the 4G was considered to be deployed around 2000, but it is deployed around 2010. The 5G was considered to be deployed around 2014, but still the work is going on. It will be deployed around 2025, but before 5G, 6G is going to come. So 6G will be deployed around 2030. The bandwidth was considered in 1G was 2 kilobits per second. In 2.5 GV, in 2.5G communication, the bandwidth was 14 to 64 kilobits per second. In 3G communication, 2 megabits per second was using. In 4G, 200 megabits per second is using. But in 5G, it is considered that more than 1 gigabits per second. The technology was used in 1G was analog cellular, in 2.5G digital cellular, but in 3G CDMA and IP technology and broadband width is using. In 4G, a combo of LAN, WAN, WLAN, PAN are using. And in 5G, 4G plus WWWW will be going to use. This is World Wide Web WOM. That is in 5G. 4G plus World Wide Web WOM will be using. In 1G, the mobile telephony was using. In 2.5G, the digital voice and the short messaging was using. In 3G, the audio communication was possible. In 4G, video and audio communication was possible. But in 5G, it is considered that audio video communication with some holographic communication with AI capabilities. The multiplexing was using in 1G was frequency division multiple access. In 2.5G, this is collision detection multiple access, CDMA. In 3.5 to 5, 5G communication, CDMA, that is collision detection multiple access, will be using. The switching was using in 1G communication was circuit switching. In 2.5, it was again circuit switching, but in 3G, the packet switching is using, and in 4G and 5G, the complete packet switching is going to be used in 5G. The features in 6G communication compared with 4G and 5G. The data rate in 4G communication is 1 gigabits per second. And in 5G, it is considered that to be increased to 10 gigabits per second. And in 6G, it is assumed that it will be going to increase to 1 terabits per second. The latency in 4G, it is 100 millisecond. It is trying to reduce to 1 millisecond in 6G communication as compared to 10 millisecond in 5G communication. The efficiency is 15 bits per second per hertz in 4G communication, and it is trying to increase to 100 bits per second per hertz in 6G communication as compared to 30 bits per second per hertz in 5G communication. The mobility support was in 4G communication is 350 kilometer per hour, and it is trying to increase to 1000 kilometer per hour in 6G communication. The satellite communication was not using in 4G and 5G communication, but in 6G communication, it will be fully used. The AI was not using in 4G communication, but partial will be used in 5G and fully AI will be used in 6G communication. The autonomous vehicles was not possible in 4G communication. The partial will be used in 5G, but 6G communication will be used by autonomous vehicle. The haptic communication was not so comfortable in 4G, but it is going to be completely in 6G communication. Like the haptic communication means they're doing the control with voice and by touch. So in 6G communication, the audio control will take place to open the file, to close the file, to write something. So our haptic communication will be more powerful in 6G communication. The terahertz communication was not used in 4G, but it is going to be used widely in 6G communication. There are different applications of 6G communication, like the mobile communication, the drone communication, health remote communication, health remote monitoring, smart city communication, smart home communication, underwater communication. So these are the different applications which this is expecting that 6G communication make these communications possible. So some new items are required to implement the 6G communication, 6G communication, massive man interface, massive man-machine interface is required. Ubiquitous computing among local devices and cloud is required. Multi-sensory data fusion is required, like haptic communication, and different mixed reality experiences will be used in 6G communication. A very precise communication is required for haptic communication and for holographic communication. The 6G communication can be implemented with the help of following items: with the help of optical fiber and satellite to increase the speed, quantum computing for security. More security will be in 6G communication. Use of antennas, more antennas for coverage, like 1000 kilometer per hour. Use of VLSI for miniaturization of gadgets and use of artificial intelligence, haptic interface, terahertz communication, massive multiple input, multiple output, and unmanned aerial vehicles. So, by the use of these items, the 6G communication can be implemented. Thank you.